biggest misinterpretation would be that as soon as I assign you a new address to a structure that you're getting ready to build, you cannot automatically go onto Google and find that address 10 minutes later. It's not going to populate. I get that very often. Unfortunately, I do not work for Google or Apple Maps, but it is automatically live on our site, so first responders are able to pick that up. Google will not pick it up, and most likely until you start receiving mail.
Our beef is exclusively available at the Monk's Marketplace. Taste the difference that care and quality make, and visit our serene landscape to pick up your perfect cut.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support local, stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
For 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart. They're good people to deal with. Welcome to Tennis Show 101. I'm here with Coach Wells, tennis coach extraordinaire for Shawnee High School, as we romped through some competition last Saturday during the Shawnee High School Tennis Tournament. Coach, tell us a little bit about the team.
Our team, our guys are...
I'll hold it.
You want to hold this?
Yeah, I'll hold that.
But I don't get my own?
No.
This is rough. I'm out of here. Our guys, really senior laden. We got a lot of guys who can really play. They've been on the team 4 years, been in the program for a long time. In fact, 5 of our 6 starting guys are seniors. And so we've got a lot of experience. Guys who were all state and have been state champions, state runners up, are coming back here, and we're going to make a run for it state next weekend.
All right, it should be a lot of fun, as Coach says. State coming up next week. We're going to meet some of the guys, but first of all, let's talk singles.
Yep.
We had a lot of singles going on last Saturday. We don't have video coming up of the singles. We've got it of the doubles, so let's talk a little bit about the singles, how they did, who the players are, and who are the up-and-comers.
Let's see. Our first singles player is Travis Young. Travis is a senior. He is... I'm trying to think here. I can't remember where he finished. I want to say he finished maybe 5th or 7th. Mm-hmm. Had himself a pretty good term. There's a lot of tough competition. He's really had a strong year considering the talent he's had to face. He's really played a lot of tough players. He's a really athletic, really strong kid, great kid, kind of kid you want to have on every team you ever have in your life. And he's really fought hard. He's really starting to get into a good streak of tennis right now too. He's hitting the ball well. He's finally listening to us. It's a good thing. Lane Howard, who's a member of the basketball team as well. You guys might be familiar with him. Second singles player. Nobody wants to play Lane because he's very unorthodox. He's just going to outgrit you and run around the court for hours at a time. He's going to punish you. And whether he wins or loses, he's still going 1,000% every point. So, and he's another senior. So we've been lucky that we've had 2 kids like that have been able to solidify our singles side.
That's great. And both of these guys then are coming into the state tournament, and they will play those positions, 1 and 2 singles?
Yeah, Travis Young at first singles, Lane Howard at second singles. They have a shot at doing some special stuff. So it's really just a question of who they get thrown out there against and how bad they want it.
Go out to the Oklahoma City Tennis Center. watch some great tennis. And talking about great tennis, we've got some great kids here today. Let's have one dubs come on in here. We have Eric and Chris. That was a big help for me. I've been messing it up for the last 20 minutes. Coach, tell us a little bit about these guys.
Oh, they're two of the guys another two that you want to have on every team. They are really consistent, great kids in the classroom, outside the classroom, on the court, in the van on the way to a tournament. I mean, they're just a lot of fun to be around. Good quality kids, have been working at it for 4 years. Both have gone deep into the state tournament before. So they know what it's like. They know the pressure cooker down there, and they'll be ready to go.
Eric, what do you like most about tennis, man?
Well, I started mainly because my oldest brother, Jared Haley, he played, and he had a lot of success with his high school career, and he went on to play college. But I really liked the game. I like playing doubles, and I've been playing with Chris and his brother since I was in middle school, so it's just been really fun.
Chris, you've been like a doubles standard here for the last few years. You and your brother did pretty well last year. Talk a little bit about that, your run through the state tournament.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. I haven't got to play singles yet all year, or all through high school. I played doubles, got first place last year actually, came in as a 1 seed, and that was really awesome. Got to play with a solid senior and didn't lose a set all state tournament, and just really had fun.
What are you looking forward to this year the most, coming into state?
Being able to probably win state. We've knocked off some of the top seeds and playing really, really well, better than just about anyone. So looking forward to that.
All right.
These guys they're going to be one of the top 2 teams there, top 3 teams there, and they'll be. Like I said, they've got experience at state. They know what's going on. They're both not afraid to get out there and let their games do their talking for them. And they're both. We've had a couple different combinations this year, with both Copelands, with Kenton, with Eric. We've seen a lot of different combinations. They've all played pretty well. So we're lucky that we've been able to throw guys out there, and they all sort of mesh. They've known each other for so long.
Excellent. You guys help us out in a minute. We'll talk a little bit about your third set victory over the weekend. How about that?
All right.
All right. Let's see the number 2 doubles team. Come on in. These guys probably push the 1 team, I would think.
Yeah.
You hear 2 doubles, and they probably go, oh, you know what?
Yeah, there's not a whole lot of 2 about our 2 doubles. Our Nick played the first half of the year at 1 doubles, and we started mixing some stuff up, and it just so happened that the brothers just flip-flopped, and it's good since they're identical twins because no one really knows which one they are anyway.
Yeah,
I'm still learning.
There you go.
It's just the haircut that gets me.
Yeah.
But really they've been great about it because Nick played first doubles last year, so he's played first doubles this year. Mm-hmm. He's been great about understanding that he's fitting in great with Kenton right now. He's showing Kenton the ropes. Kenton's a sophomore, the only sophomore in our starting lineup, the only underclassman in our starting lineup. But they both know that if they're going to be at their best, they have to take their assignment and go. And they've both been fantastic about it. And the Copelands are great because, either way, you can say they've been playing doubles all their life. You could be playing tennis for, your whole life, and they've still got you beat by 9 months. So.
All right. Do you understand that statement?
Yeah. Coach Wells always jokes around and says we were volleying back and forth inside our mom. We were just hitting it back and forth. Yeah, I know.
Nick, talk a little bit about your run this year and what it means to be a senior leader on this squad.
It's really different playing 2 doubles because last year I played 1 doubles, and it felt like I was being demoted, but now it's really relaxing to just go out there and be able to play and have fun and play against some kids that are really good, but that you can still play well and win.
We're looking forward to win. Kenton, talk a little bit. Being a sophomore, how's it helping you playing alongside such a senior?
Well, you get to learn. That's one of the main things. We have no lack of experience, so I can play bad, and they'll play really well and pick me up. So, yeah.
Hey, Nick, how about that? Coming into the state tournament, you want your partner talking about possibly playing bad?
No
would suffice.
No.
No one ever plays bad here. No one ever plays bad here.
We won't play bad at the state tournament. No. We won't play bad at state.
You'll be looking forward to it. Who's the competition out there that you've got your eyes on, or is everybody looking at you?
Right now we're looking maybe playing Carl Albert or Bishop Kelly in the last couple of rounds, but we've had close matches with them before, but I think if we just pick up our game a little bit, then we could beat them.
All right, Coach Wells, I'm sorry, did I?
Pretty solid. We could beat them if we just picked up our game a little bit.
Excellent. Solid group of kids, definitely.
Oh, fantastic. And Coach Woodward and I coach the head coach. It's good knowing that we can go out with these kids and know what we've got. We can talk to them in the middle, in between a changeover, and really talk to them and tell them what they're doing, and they know right away, okay, yeah, because they know their game so well, they know each other so well. We'll be sitting over with the other guys, and they'll say, oh, so-and-so's not volleying well, he needs to be more aggressive, and you'll see it, and right away you'll know, yes, that's true, and we need to get that done. And these guys are, like I said, they're all peaking right now. They're coming into regionals and state, and they're all hungry for it. We haven't said anything different from the start of the year that we want to win state. We were second place last year, and we lost a great singles player, but we've gotten even better in doubles. So if we can go in and our whole team can really play up to their potential, and like they want, it's been our goal all year. It's just to go out and win state championships.
Shawnee sports, winning state championships. How about you guys hang around for a minute? We'll talk a little bit over your matches. Sound cool?
Let's do it.
All right, we'll be back right after this with some tennis. 4 Shawnee locations to serve you at the speed of sound. That's Sonic. Onion rings, a jalapeno burger, and a refreshing drink. It's Sonic good. Get the greatest banners, team uniforms, company promotional materials, professionally embroidered logos. Let Fire Lake Designs help you publicize your organization or corporation. A quarter-mile east of Gordon Cooper Drive on Hardesty Road.
One of the first things I liked about Dreammakers was that they came and interviewed us, basically, and we started with a questionnaire and found out what I wanted. I had a very small kitchen where we basically were running over each other, and they doubled the size of my kitchen and added some things that I had always wanted. They were with us from the very beginning to help me pick out everything. We felt very comfortable leaving them every day. I felt like they took care of my house. We looked forward to seeing what had happened each day and seeing what progress had taken place, and we were very happy with what they did with our home. Dreammaker Bath and Kitchens made my dreams come true. I love it.
All right, Coach, kind of bring us up to date with what's going on and where we are in the tournament.
All right, we're here in the semifinals. We've just split sets with Durant. Chris Copeland's about to serve. Anyway, it looks like we just missed his first point, but I'm sure he did a bang-up job.
Pretty nifty forehand volley there.
Yeah, it was even niftier because it didn't count. He's at his niftiest when it doesn't count.
Oh, they must have counted there.
Little miscommunication there, but that's okay. Chris had a great serving day. He was another person, I think, which was nice.
He was his twin?
Yeah, I don't know if we'll go that far, but they both. It's weird. You can hang out with the Copelands and they'll finish each other's thoughts, and I think that didn't you guys get the same score in the ACT? Yeah, same score in the ACT. I mean, they're very, very, very similar. See, we were sitting here, and in the changeover thing we talked to them about, they had played great first set. Second set, they got a little loose, and we just came together and said, hey, we need to just put some balls in play and make them play against us, because they're not wanting to win it. They're just wanting to try and not lose it.
So down the middle. Boom.
There we go, right there.
Talk a little bit about double strategy, Chris, and what you're thinking about, when you're serving. What are you trying to set up?
I'm basically just trying to work the angles. Like that one, I went down the middle and cut off the angle, so give Eric a volley. This right here, I was trying to do that, but Eric, they predicted and hit a good shot. And that's all we really had to do. That wasn't a good shot I just hit. We were just putting balls in play and making them play, and it was working for us. So I was winning my serve pretty easily. I was having a good serving day.
Right now, it's game point add in probably?
Yeah, I think so. Should be. and keeping it to pretty much the same kid. He was missing the majority of the shots, and that was a good backhand. That was a good point. That was some of my better backhands I hit all day.
All right, Shawnee goes ahead, 1-0. We'll be back. Dr. Robert Gunderson practices orthopedics with integrity and experience. You want the best? Visit Oklahoma Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. Tower Loans, where you can get loans up to $750 with 8 months to pay it back. Tower Loans, conveniently located at 21 West Main, downtown. Allegiance Communications provides cable television service to Prague, Meeker, McLeod, Dale, Bethel, Earlsboro, Tecumseh, and Shawnee. Thanks, Allegiance. We got tires. That's the motto at Fred's, and they mean it. From tractors to trailers to motorcycles, if you need tires, we got tires at Fred's Tire and Battery. Coach, we're up 1-0. Now we're receiving. What kind of, can you coach the guys over the changeovers, or what are they thinking now?
Yeah, we'll talk to them in the middle of a changeover. They'll get some water and, take a deep breath or two, and, we'll figure out what's working for us, what's not working for us. What do we need to do right here? And the thing I told them on this changeover, I said, hey, you guys keep putting balls in play, make them beat you. Make them come up with stuff that's going to be better than yours. And normally these guys, they can play with a great deal of power. And, you can see right here, while it looks like they're just sort of chipping it and, playing easy stuff, they're trying to get this team to buy into that and trying to almost lull them into just playing some bad shots, which really started to work. And you can see here we're automatically thinking right away we're trying to get aggressive on the returns, stay away from our net guy. And we went after him all match. We went after him all match because he didn't look like he was having a great day. And I mean, and the biggest thing here, I think are we up an ad here, guys? Are we up a break?
Yeah, we're up a break.
We have a break point. And the great thing about this team is that you can come to them in the middle of a match and say, hey, you're not doing this, do this, and they'll just all of a sudden you tell them to get more aggressive with the net and they get more aggressive than that. You tell them to play it deep, they'll play it deep. They're extremely coachable, which is pretty rare in high school kids.
I think this is their game point now. So I'm about to return their game point, and I think that we end up coming back here. That was a good return, I remember. And he had a hard time with it, yeah. Yep.
And that's what we thought the whole time. Put a lot of balls in play, make them beat you, and they didn't. They were just sitting there, and we started taking advantage. We got all our momentum back. Kind of fell apart in the second set. Got together and said, just make it happen. Get your game back. And that's the good thing about them is they can take a little bit of momentum and just hammer you with it. They've beaten on some of the best teams in the state this year just on that alone.
And yeah, these guys didn't have the greatest serve, so we knew we could attack and keep hitting overheads all day once we got in. So
the thing with doubles is even if they're great players, there's always going to be one person that's the weakness. Even if they're two great players, one person does one thing better than another. And so if we can find a way to exploit it and get the ball in that guy's racket more often in that situation, then we're going to take advantage of that. Eric does a great job pressuring people on returns. He's the best returner on our team. And so even if he gets a real good server, he's got a way of neutralizing. He hits great returns. See right there, puts a ball in play, makes a guy play a tougher shot. All of a sudden now it's back to break point for us. We've already won the first game. It's a third set.
just put pressure on them right here. That's all I was thinking. That's all we did. Eric, great angle.
You can see here our counterpart's not exactly thrilled You know, he's starting to slam stuff all over the court, and right away we know right there that we're about to step on the gas because he's starting to lose his mind.
And Eric serving, so we're going to get some first serves in. I'm going to put some balls away at the net, which is our game plan when he's serving pretty much. And they've
gone here to 2 back, which basically means they're showing no confidence in themselves volleying because our guys are getting all over them. And so as soon as our guys see that, they just start, you know, they start looking to try and come up even more, play some angles, go after them. Really, you know, now that they've gone from playing their own game to playing our game, which is exactly what we look for in every match.
And we were picking on this tall kid pretty much the whole match too, with Eric's low serve to his forehand, and we were picking it off like almost every single time. I was cutting off at the net and putting it away. And here Eric hits a nice, deep volley, good overhead. Make him hit another ball. They got a good point there.
You almost returned that. Eric, as you're serving here, what's your process, man? What are you thinking?
Big deal is just getting first serve percentage. All the coaches always tell you first serve percentage. Even if it's not huge, the big deal about doubles is just getting the point started. And when you get from there, if you can get the point started, it's much easier to set something up. So a good combination between me and Chris is that I have a fairly flat serve. He has a very topspin serve. He can kick the ball very high over your shoulders, over your head, and I do a pretty good job at keeping the ball low at your feet. So when I'm serving, Chris has a pretty good net game because when it's down at your feet, you have to hit it up over the net. So I'm just trying to keep my first serves in and keep them low. And so I feel like I did a pretty good job there doing that.
You can see right there, they're going to talk to each other. They're talking about what they're going to do. You're going to see Chris put an arm behind the back here, and he's signaling. He's saying, okay, what are we going to do here? And he's telling him, okay, I want you to serve up the middle and then go to the right side. I want you to go serve way out to his forehand, and I'm going to cut across and try and pick it off. And the best teams are the ones that can execute that you know, don't just you know, try to get it in that area, but they find that area, and they find you know, a 1 foot square in the box and hit that spot consistently, just like that right there. Showing him a lot of space over on the sideline, but he hits a great serve out wide. Puts a lot of pressure on someone. You see all that open court, you think you're going to make it, but if the server executes, you're in trouble.
All right, we've got another game point, it looks like, for Shawnee.
You guys playing Aussie here?
Yeah, Aussie changing it up, making him think a lot, giving us a opportunity to serve to his forehand that Eric was picking on that like all day.
Big serve up the middle right there.
Yeah, big first serve.
Big first serve.
That one's,
and that's just that's heartbreaking a lot of times. You think you're getting back into a point and a guy hits a big serve on you like that. We're up 3-0 right here.
I could recommend no one better than Steve Klober to help make your remodeling dreams come true in your home. Independently owned and operated franchise, Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen. Select Janitor Supply can supply your industry or small business with all janitorial supplies, from soaps to cleansers to industrial strength cleaners. That's Select Janitor Supply. Eric's Pharmacy, conveniently located on Kickapoo with a drive-by window. Eric's staff can get you fixed up. Ask about poison ivy prevention. When you're in the loop at Wall's Bargain Center, you get early notice of all the special arrivals. That's in the loop at Wall's Bargain Center. All right, as we come back, this is one doubles Shawnee High School tournament playing Durant, I believe.
Yep, playing Durant and playing pretty well in the third set.
First time we've seen them this year too, which is big because we hadn't seen them all year. And they're going to be they're going to be a team at the state tournament that we'll most likely see again. So it was good to be able to see them and know what's out there, especially if we can get a win against them. But we came out here, we're up 3-0, and I remember on the changeover they came off and we were talking and I said, "You guys have the momentum. You win this game and we're going to win the set." You win this game, we go up 4-0, we're going to win this set. Even if they start playing amazing, we're going to hold twice and still win 6-2.
Which is pretty much what happened. It's pretty much exactly what we did. We went out, knew what we had to do, just keep it to the tall kid, keep it low, because he's tall. He's going to have a hard time getting those low balls. So,
Talking about low balls, Eric, that's a pretty good pickup there on a half volley.
Yeah, being aggressive at the net, that's one of the harder things to do, is when you're trying to come in and they find one right at your feet. It's just, you're just going to get it or you're not. Most of the time on half volleys, the whole goal is to just not give them something really easy to hit back at you. And I'd say that time I got pretty lucky because I popped it up pretty easy to them, but they didn't get it, so.
that was a nice get.
One doubles team of Chris Copeland and Eric Haley. Chris, a lot of footwork going on there. You look pretty good, man.
I try.
I'm speechless.
Yeah, try to be pretty quick.
One thing Chris Copeland is never speechless. He will certainly tell you how he's doing, but he's usually backing it up, so that's a good thing.
Yeah. Try to be pretty crazy and aggressive. I went to beast mode on that one. That was a good one.
Nice put away by Haley. Trying to go up 4-0 in this third and deciding set.
Yep. Is this game point right here? I think it is.
I think it might be. And see, they tried to go into the same formation we'd been working on because we were pasting all their returns right back cross court. So now he's sitting there and he wants to make Chris hit something different.
Oh.
And you know what? It worked.
Chris tried, huh?
Yeah, I think I make the next one really good though at the guy.
That was terrible.
Yeah, that was pretty bad.
People at home, we just talked about how good you were.
As you have the best return of serve on the team, as we've heard, Eric, tell us what you're thinking when this guy's winding up to serve.
A big responsibility of the deuce court player is to just set up your partner, because when you're on the deuce court, where I play on the returning side, you get the 30 all points, you get the deuce points, and if you can just get your return back, set up that point and win it, then you're giving your partner the chance to close out. And so the deuce point player is just the setup. I mean, you make the games happen, and your partner has a good chance of closing it out.
Yeah,
Coach, you can't be any happier than what you just heard one of your team members say, I would think, about the total team aspect of this game.
Absolutely. I mean, that's what, I mean, there's really a lot of times when I wouldn't even say we're preaching, and there's the break right there. But, I mean, they know already. We don't have to tell them a whole lot, hey, you're relying on your partner. They know. They have such a good understanding of the game that they're able to ramp up, and that's why they play where they play. You know, it didn't just happen to be luck. You know, they both got together and said, okay, you're the better returner. We want you setting him up to make that play. And, you know, they're both willing to do it. And either one of them, you know, Chris isn't exactly a bad returner. So, I mean, it's saying something that Eric's wanting to take all that pressure and he's wanting to take that point in the deuce court. And people know after you play a couple games against them that, you know, you're going to have to sneak a couple serves past both of them. And it's going to be pretty tough. It puts a lot of pressure on you to put a ball in play.
Tennis coach Wells at the Shawnee High School. Chris, you're serving again, and we're up 4-0.
Yep, feeling good, knowing that I have to just get 4 first serves in, close it out, go up 5-0, and finish from there. So, pretty confident right now.
Our guys are great about seeing the finish line.
Say that again.
I said our guys are great about seeing the finish line and second line overhead. But
that time I saw it a little too early.
He was squinting for it there, but our guys are great. Once we get up a lead and we got a chance to see it, you know, I'll tell them we're up 4-0 right now. It means we need to win 8 points. We have to get 8 points to get off the court and be in the finals right now. And so that's what we're looking for. We're not trying to think about game. We're not trying to think about what we're going to do. We're thinking about putting 1 point together at a time and just, you know, taking it right back to them every single time, making them earn everything they get.
While Chris is serving, Eric Haley, you're up at the net. What are you thinking about as you put that over the fence?
Oh yeah, the net player, I mean, you're always trying to distract the returner, basically. Either you want to poach, you want to go across and cut off the return, or you want to fake it, you want to make them think that you're going to be going. The net player is just there to finish things off, basically. If the returner makes a mistake and hits it within your reach, you're going to put it away. And so the net player, that's his big responsibility. And you help the server maybe notice things that he's not catching, like maybe the returner is having a hard time with like high backhand returns like that. Like the guy that Chris is serving to right now, we tried to keep it up high into his backhand the whole day because he had a pretty weak return on that. So the service partner, the guy at the net, just kind of helps call things for him.
This is a good point, I think, right here. This is a great point for the game, I think, even. And for the, they played a good point right there, yeah. Never mind. I thought.
Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. One thing you will never see out of our guys is a lack of confidence, which, you know, we joke about all the time, but when it gets right down to it, that's what you want to see out there. I mean, you have to appear confident, you have to appear assured and ready to go, and not let anyone see that, you know, you're not feeling good about yourself that day, that you're going to come right out and you're not going to let them win a point, let alone a game.
Chris Copeland, where do you feel that may come from, the confidence factor while you're on the court?
I don't know. I just feel like especially when I'm serving, I just feel like in control because I feel like I have a really dominating serve, especially on days like that day because like I was really feeling it.
No wind either.
Yeah.
The only time in Shawnee history there was no wind. Shawnee tennis is notorious for 40-mile-an-hour winds and crazy things happen, and this was the nicest day. Eric was saying it's the nicest day he's ever seen at a Shawnee tournament ever, maybe even a Shawnee match. It was perfect. It was 80 degrees. It was calm. You know, just absolute perfect tennis weather. You just thought we were in Florida.
This looks like the great point for the game right there, as Shawnee dominating in the third. We'll be back to see the match closed out right after this. Allegiance Communications, Shawnee's cable television service provider. Thank you, Allegiance, for helping us provide great Shawnee High School sports to our area. Tim Barrick of the Clinic Pharmacy has a team of service professionals ready to serve you. Tim has state-of-the-art equipment guaranteeing fast, accurate medicine delivery for you. The Clinic Pharmacy, working hard to improve your quality of life. Shawnee Dry Cleaners and Laundry, just what the name implies. Shawnee through and through, a great place to get your dry cleaning or have all your laundry done. Drop off and pick up service 7 days a week. Shawnee Dry Cleaners and Laundry. Shawnee Area Red Cross recent Heroes campaign was a great success, in a large part due to the efforts of John and Sue Winneringer. Thanks, John and Sue. You are true heroes. All right, as we come back, reminiscing about trying to close out the match. One Dubs team of Eric Haley, Chris Copeland, Coach Wells right here. They come off commanding 5-0 lead coming back onto the court.
Yeah, right here we're talking about, you know, putting balls in play because it's been working all set. We're just getting the ball in, making them react to us. We're not trying to overhit. We're not going low percentage. We're just sitting there making them make mistakes. And, hey, if they start getting hot, we can change our game. But it's working right now, and there's no reason. You see right there, he's concerned about us hitting the ball and hit the ball halfway up the net.
Yeah, all day long we watched these guys have a hard time, at least I shouldn't say all day long, but in this set, having a hard time with their serves, Eric. How important is it not to double fault?
Double faulting is really just a gift to the returners because you're just giving them points. Every point in the game is important. Not saying that you can't come back from a low 40 score in a game, but double faulting is just, you're just saying, here you go, return. I mean, you're just giving the other team the points.
Chris, you talk about having such confidence on your serve. Why is that?
Topspin, and I can hit topspin. I feel like I hit pace or either corner. I don't know. That's always been what I've been best at and relied on.
So can you hit it pretty much where you want to, in the box, up the middle, on the side, because of your topspin?
Yeah, my topspin, or I can also hit slice or flat, so I feel like I can do whatever's working, whatever they're having trouble with.
Jared, how does that help you when you're at the net, as far as, I'm sorry, Jared. I'm sorry. Yeah, Eric. Hey, that wasn't bad, though. That was my first slip up so far. Eric, you're fixing to go serve, I think. Did we just win that game? Did I blow that game right there? Okay, so you're coming to serve. You're up 5. You're coming to serve 5-1. Talk a little bit about your serve.
Well, yeah, right now we're still returning, but we do lose this returning game to Durant. It's the only game they won the whole set. But being in the position to serve out for the match is a really good spot to be. It's the best spot you'd want because like Chris said earlier, when you're serving, you should be in control of the game. So, I mean, like Chris, I'm really confident in my serve also. I mean, I have a very hard flat serve that many people find hard to get back well, because if you get it back anywhere higher towards the middle, Chris is going to take it off. And so, I mean, and Chris is always confident with my serve. He knows that I can win the games for us when we need them. And so I have no problem at all serving for the match. I don't get that tight on my serve, and it's always the place that I like to be.
One of the big things you'll see with both of them. One of the big things you'll see with both of our guys when they serve, and you'll see it in all of our doubles teams, is just a really good, smooth, easy motion on their serve. They don't make anything complicated. You know, they do everything. If you've ever taken a tennis lesson or watched it on TV, they do everything that you're supposed to do. Get the leg, get the racket up, bend your knees, get your toss out front. It's just a nice, smooth motion. It's a lot of times that's the easiest thing about it is that they've done it so many times, and they're confident in doing it. See, Eric Haley's going to be coming to close it out right here, and right now that's what they're saying. They're going to serve that Australian formation again, which is just playing the opposite side and trying to make your opponent look at a different spot on the court, try and show them something different, because typical doubles you return cross court, and if you do that right there, obviously you got someone you're hitting right at. But you'll see Eric's serve right here. It's just real nice and smooth. Catches that ball up top, puts it right there on his hip where it's a tough ball, and even though he returns it, he's still got a ball he can put right in the middle, and as you can see, our tall friend had a little trouble with that.
The big thing we decided to do on this game was, I think we played Aussie the whole game. We decided it was best just to nail it down the middle. We tried to hit it right towards the tee every time, and that's just when you hit it in the tee, that really cuts off all the angles of the returner. They have to hit it back into the court to you. And so I was really feeling this serve today. I was doing really good hitting it flat and low towards the middle to the tall guy's forehand, and he was just having a lot of trouble with it. And right here, I think I closed it out.
No, I missed. Oh. I remember missing because I was like, I won't do that again, Eric. I'll hit because the one right before I tried to hit it over the fence, and I did. And that one I tried to again and got it.
We got a little excited, and things happen.
We tell each other a lot. Whenever we get in positions like this, we're really close to winning a match, or if it's at the end of a game, one of us just does something crazy like hitting overhead to the fence or completely miss a forehand return. We're like, well, I'll get that next time.
That's right. No next time or no tomorrow for Durant as number one doubles team. Eric Haley and Chris Copeland victorious over the weekend.
We are here in the nitty-gritty of District 3 with the Potawatomi County Commissioner, Abby Thompson. So, Abby, I want to know, because this facility is, like we said, way different than the downtown Broadway facility, but how often are you working here versus downtown Shawnee?
So obviously on Tuesdays I try to be at the admin building because we have our commissioner meetings, but usually every other day of the week I do my best to be down here. I love it down here. Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of let's hair down, get dirty, play in the dirt. Yeah.
Yes.
I really do love it down here.
Yes, and being down here and seeing the guys working, answering calls, being everywhere, and yes, they do get a break every once in a while. Don't worry, you guys.
Sometimes.
But it just made me realize they really are the ones that have to answer these calls and work in winter, rain, summer, shine. You get it.
And I think people forget, some of them take trucks home. If we get calls in the middle of the night, we never stop working. They get called out, they have to go do it. So they work very, very hard. Absolutely.
See, I don't think I realized that they have to work on call and all of that stuff as well.
Yes.
And so it just makes me appreciate, one, I don't come out to mod half as much as I should.
Well, you should.
Yes. Which is where District 3 barn is located, is in Maud, Oklahoma. And it allows me to realize that there's a lot going on all around Pottawatomie County. And there are advancements going on around Pottawatomie County. So thank you so much, Abby Thompson, for your heart for your county.
We are so blessed. I love our county. We have such great people. I love my crew. I couldn't ask for a better one. And I just want to remind you, girls aren't afraid to get dirty, right?
Yes.
Rhinestones and dirt.
Woo! Yes, I love that. Well, congratulations, Abby Thompson. You're making history while you're a District 3 commissioner, and we are so grateful for how you run the show over here. So
thank you.
Thank you, Abby. Love you. Bye.
Our beef is exclusively available at the Monk's Marketplace. Taste the difference that care and quality make, and visit our serene landscape to pick up your perfect cut.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support locals. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
For 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really, really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart. They're good people to deal with. All right, Coach, as we come back now, what every recreational player has to go through.
Yeah, you're spinning the racket right here. Everyone's done it. P or D, M or W, whatever your up down, whatever your racket company is, that's what you're doing. And the big thing we talked about with our guys too is no matter if you win it or lose it, if we win it, sometimes we're wanting to even let them serve first. We're wanting to, okay, who's hot right now? Who's playing well right now? You can see we're going to come out with a lot of energy right away. Nick's the excitable one. Kenton's the little more calm and cool one. So it's a really nice pairing because they both mesh really well together.
So it's Kenton McGalliard and Nick Copeland.
Looks a lot like that.
Number 2.
It looks a lot like that Chris Copeland.
Yeah. Number 2 doubles team for Shawnee, playing again last weekend, Shawnee High School Tournament up at the Shawnee Courts. Great facility. Kenton, talk a little bit about playing for Shawnee High School as a sophomore.
It's fun. It's a lot of fun. We have a bunch of seniors, so that's even better. I like competing against the other schools. It's part of tradition, and we do it well at Shawnee. So,
talk a little bit about the opponents. Who are they facing, Coach Wells, and do we know anything about them?
We're facing Durant. We know that Durant's got some pretty solid players. They're usually one of the teams in 4A tennis that's tough, and we know that this is the first time we'd seen them this year. And we knew that this was going to be a match that we really wanted to get a win here, to not only obviously just to get a win, but to show everybody else, hey, we're beating all these teams you might have lost to, and we're beating these guys. We need to come out and make a statement, partly for our seeding, but partly just for for our own confidence to know that if we have to see someone down the line that we've played them and that we've beat them.
All right, Nick Copeland ready to return a serve. Nick, as you step onto the court in the semifinals, talk a little bit about your thought process and coming out here trying to get a victory.
I knew the team we were playing lobbed a lot, and so I was just trying to be really aggressive mainly and come out with a lot of energy, because usually when we come out with a lot of energy, we do really well. And just take the pressure off of ourselves, put it on them, and just don't make the easy mistakes, put balls away, normal things.
Good return of serve there by McGalliard.
We want to keep that one low.
Say it again.
We want to keep that low. I've played Durant, this same team, several times this year, but I had a pretty good plan on how to beat him. We didn't talk about it. We pretty much meshed, and we know what to do on it. So, but we wanted to hit it low and make them pop it up, because they don't have as much firepower as their one doubles team does. So we knew if we'd stay in the point just longer and longer, we could put easy ones away. Like that right there.
Coming away with a break, first game of the set. Eric's Pharmacy, conveniently located on Kickapoo with a drive-by window. Eric's staff can get you fixed up. Ask about poison ivy prevention. New year, new career. Excellent starting salaries with growth potential. Exceptional benefits including health, life, and dental, and a great 401k plan. New year, new career with Central Plastics. Allegiance Communications, Shawnee's cable television service provider. Thank you, Allegiance, for helping us provide great Shawnee High School sports to our area. Tim Barrick of the Clinic Pharmacy has a team of service professionals ready to serve you. Tim has state-of-the-art equipment guaranteeing fast, accurate medicine delivery for you. The Clinic Pharmacy, working hard to improve your quality of life. Allegiance Communications provides cable television service to Prague, Meeker, McLeod, Dale, Bethel, Earlsboro, Tecumseh, and Shawnee. Thanks, Allegiance. Walls Bargain Center is Walls Carpet Outlet as well. Get great quality flooring for your home or for your office. 507 East Main, Walls Carpet Outlet. All right, Nick Copeland set up to serve number 2 doubles out at the Shawnee High School tournament. Enid Tennis getting some props there, it looks like. Up at the net, Kenton McGalliard. I'm here with Coach Wells and the number 2 Dubs team for Shawnee. Coach Wells, we break on the first game of this match. That's always a good sign.
Oh, it's huge, because not only is it, one game that you're up, but you've automatically got a chance to go up 2-0. You're always expected to hold your serve. That's, one thing we're pretty good at holding our serve. And so automatically, if we get that early break, we're up 2-0, we can sort of ride out the set and still have an advantage and be comfortable. And they know that they've automatically got to play from behind. It's pretty crushing to open a match and get broken right away, because if you're not the greatest server to start and you get broken, it's in the back of your head right away that, hey, these guys are hitting good returns. I've got to do even more. And then it just starts mounting up on you.
All right, as you come out to serve, Nick, talk a little bit about what you're thinking as you step up to that line. When do you know to go out wide? When do you know to go up the middle? What are you thinking, man?
Well, we have our signals that we call, and Kenton will put his hand behind his back, and we'll call that. And we usually do like some of the same things, because most teams will have like a worse backhand than they do forehand. But today, this day, I was not having the greatest serving day, so I was just trying to spin my serve in. I wasn't placing it in the corners like I can usually do. But they were still having a tough time when I was kicking it up high to them. Because when you have to hit the ball like above your shoulders, that's really tough, especially when I'm serving with the wind.
So that would be the wind at your back for this. Looks like you're handling it fine. These guys, they don't have anybody up at the net.
No, they don't like to volley very much. They like to make you make the error, which is kind of like, we were thinking of it as kind of like a mental chess match. So it was more about us not making mistakes than hitting winners all the time. So
those not mistakes are pretty cool too, though. I can kind of grip that. Coach, as we're going to close out this game pretty quick, talk tennis overall at Shawnee. What's the status of it? How are the girls doing? Just talk a little bit about the nature of tennis at Shawnee High School now.
Well, Shawnee tennis is pretty well known throughout the state. We're one of the better teams in 4A year in and year out. We have a really good youth tennis program and good middle school team. They come up, and we've got people ready to play a lot. And they know that if they're going to come up to the high school, and Coach Woodward has, he's been here 10, 15 years now, and he's set up a great program. He's a great coach. And the kids know that if they're gonna get in some matches, they're gonna have to work hard in practice. They're gonna have to work hard in the summer, go out and play matches against each other, go play tournaments, go take lessons, go do whatever they're gonna do, and set it up. Right now, like I said, our guys are one of the top ranked, probably top 3 or 4 teams in the state. Our girls just completed their regional. They won the regional, and all 4 of our girls, first singles, second singles, and both doubles teams qualified for the state tournament. And so they're a very solid. They're a young team too, so it's good to know that. And we've got one very experienced senior team that's doing great, and one young team that's doing real well. So it's a good time to be with Shawnee tennis.
The state of Shawnee tennis in good shape. As now you're on the other side, Nick. 1-1, it looks like, is the call. Time to get on a run, huh?
Yeah. This guy hit his first serve really hard, but he didn't get it in very often. So on his second serve, he didn't hit it very hard, and his partner would go back. And so then we really didn't have any pressure on us. We could just do whatever because there wasn't that net man to cut the balls off. So we just got the ball in play and forced them to hit up to us.
Popping the ball up, Mr. McGalliard. That's the name of the game in doubles. Is you want to have that ball above the net, don't you?
Yeah, because if you have someone at the net, they can just put it down if you're being aggressive. And that's what we try to do. We try to be up there and be aggressive and aim for that net guy if we get something easy. But as you look here, he's going to move back. So now there's no pressure on us to make the return. So we just chip it and come in and wait for that easy ball. Or we try to chip it. But
or we dump one in the net. Things happen. That's the good thing about these guys, though, is that they really, even if we're struggling in a game or two, they know their games well enough, and they're real confident. They know that they know they can win some points playing the way they have to play. Not just necessarily, I have to change everything because I'm missing this. They'll stay with it. They're not afraid to miss a few balls here or there if it's the strategy that's going to work against these guys. You can see right here, this guy. They've already pulled back, and like they said, look at Nick sneaking in there. He's putting a lot of pressure. That puts a ton of pressure on the server, because now all of a sudden you've got a guy standing 6 feet closer. And you see we rush the net right there, put a ball deep, and all they can do is really fight it off. They try and lob you, but if you're not having a lot of great touch on your lobs, guys right up front, that's a lot of pressure to have in a second and a half to decide what you're going to do and do it well. That's why we emphasize being aggressive so much, getting out there. They're at their best when they're just all over the net, giving everyone a hard time.
So, Nick, do you like doubles or singles better as you play? And, now that we all realize you've been playing for your age plus 9 months, you had a lot of time on the court.
Oh, I definitely like doubles a lot better. I've been playing it all my life, and I've had way more success at doubles. Like, back in middle school, I was not a great singles player, but I had one pretty good singles tournament this year that I got a good win, but that's about all the singles I wanted to play this year. And that was...
His brother's jealous right now, because we learned before, Nick got to play a singles tournament. Chris has had such a fantastic year at doubles. He's been impossible to take out of the lineup. We had a tournament with some guys gone on a band trip, and so Eric Haley was gone, and some other guys were gone. So Nick stepped it up, and he jumped into the singles bracket, and he had a real good, long 2.5, 3 hour match, and he pulled it out.
Shawnee Dry Cleaners and Laundry, just what the name implies. Shawnee through and through, a great place to get your dry cleaning or have all your laundry done. Drop off and pick up service 7 days a week. Shawnee Dry Cleaners and Laundry. Select Janitor Supply can supply your industry or small business with all janitorial supplies, from soaps to cleansers to industrial strength cleaners. That's Select Janitor Supply. Are you in a pinch? Do you need cash fast? Try Courtesy Loans at 19 West Main. Courtesy Loans, when you need cash fast. When you're in the loop at Wall's Bargain Center, you get early notice of all the special arrivals. That's in the loop at Wall's Bargain Center. All right, Kenton, looks like you're up to serve as you come out now. Again, we're ahead of break. Just 2-1 though, starting off this match.
Yeah, I'm also pretty confident in my serve. I like my serve a lot. I don't usually like losing my serve. I never like losing my serve, but I can do a pretty good job at almost every type of serve. I can slice out wide well, I can kick well, and I can hit a pretty decent flat serve. So I just tried to mix it up on each one of those guys.
Did you find that either one of them had a very good return or something that was a little bit salty?
They're not the best returning team, but they make you hit shots, and that's what we wanted to do. We wanted to hit shots. So I was just trying to spin it to the big guy, the ad court returner's backhand, and I try to do that a lot. So it ends up working. So that's good.
It is a beautiful day out at Paul Duffield Tennis Center, Shawnee High School. Trees in the background. Always nice to get out there and watch these guys play tennis. Coming up on the state tournament this week, as a matter of fact, at Oklahoma City Tennis Center. Is that correct, Coach?
Yeah, our girls are going to be playing Friday and Saturday was the 2nd and 3rd, and then our guys will have the regional the following Monday and the state tournament at the Tennis Center the 9th, 10th down at the Tennis Center, which is going to be really nice. It's going to be kind of sad for Coach Woodward and I because, it's going to be the last time we're going to see the Copelands out there. We're going to see Eric, Travis, Lane. So, the band's going to be together one more time, and hopefully they're ramped up to play state. They're starting to feel it. They're starting to get excited about it, and hopefully they're going to have it all come together and really go do some damage. See right here, Kenton's got that serve out wide, and they're talking right there. They communicate really well in between points there. That's another huge thing in doubles is communication, talking about who's going to take what, who's going to play what shot, coming right across there. Kenton come out to the ad court here. He knows right here he's got to put a good serve in play. He knows we got to get a good serve in play, and Nick's looking right away. He wants to pit. Nick loves to be aggressive. He loves to try and hit people. He'll try and peg you anytime, in your sleep, at your house, in school. It doesn't really matter to him. He's going to go after you all the time. Kenton's going to try and set one up to the backhand. We'll float it long. We go after that backhand a lot. Our guys are great about finding that spot on the court.
So he just fights off a break point. Talk about that a little bit as a net player, Nick, your aggressiveness, and what's Coach mean by you're going to peg somebody?
Well, the more aggressive I am, then the harder it is for the other team because that puts the fear in their head and they start getting more nervous. They don't play as loose. And every chance I get, I try to go for a peg, definitely. Right there, that guy ran back that was at the net once he saw that I had an overhead. So, because he knew I would have tried to go right through him and get him.
You get a little gun shy when you got someone 7 feet from you and they're going to hit a ball 110 miles an hour into your stomach. So, I mean, if you've ever been hit with a tennis ball, you know what we're talking about. But even so, it's also just a matter of time. You've got all the time in the world. They've got none. The ball's coming at you quick. We can choose whatever we want. We can go away from you. And if you get hit once and then all of a sudden you see the same ball again, your first reaction is to step backwards. Your first reaction is to defend yourself instead of trying to win the point. And it's just human nature. And these guys, they're certainly not out there just trying to be bloodthirsty and kill everybody. But they're certainly not afraid to take advantage and go after it and really get in your head. That's the great thing about having a senior on the court, is he's played a lot of tennis and he knows what's going to get to you.
number 2 doubles team, Nick Copeland and Kenton McGalliard. Kenton, of course, a sophomore returning serve here. Talk a little bit about that, Kenton, a little bit more about just how nice it is to have a senior like Nick out there with you on 2 dubs.
Well, Nick was runner-up last year at state at 1 doubles. He and Chris played as their sophomore year at 1 doubles. So they've seen about everybody, and they're really good. They've seen a lot of people, and they keep their heads the entire match. They don't ever lose their heads, and that's a pressure point right there. And
See, you saw right there, you saw Nick come across and take the ball early, put a ball back deep, and now all of a sudden we're in control. We've taken the point from them, and now they're on the defensive having to try and hit a lob. We're at the net in control. So our guys are great about just, stealing little points here or there. A point can go 10, 15 balls, and then all of a sudden you can just take one little shot right there. See, puts a ball deep, now they're in trouble. Puts a ball deep, drops it short, puts them deep, hits one wide. Things happen.
That's one of the toughest shots in tennis, though, Kenton, is that high backhand volley. I mean, that's tough.
yeah, you got to shake it off. I missed it. I probably shouldn't have, but you got to shake it off and worry about the next point. And we do shake it off, and we win this next point in this next game. So,
all right, let's watch it as if we are there. Again, this shot at the Shawnee High School Tennis Tournament. Great time. A lot of kids from out of town get to come in and be treated to Shawnee hospitality.
there's that volley again. I got that one. I got that volley. Put it down the middle, and we won the point on that one. But we're just trying to be aggressive and keep it in until we get a short one that we can really take advantage of.
One of the big things you'll see, especially, no one gets to see our guys at practice, but our guys really get after it in practice. All our drills, everything's aimed at for things that we're going to do in matches, things that we're going to see, how we're going to play. And it's a treat for me when I get to watch the 1 doubles and the 2 doubles go at each other, because they always have great matches. You always know that they're going to be just fighting tooth and nail, because obviously you've got brothers across the court from each other. You've got the pride of being the number 1 team, the number 2 team, the underdog, so to speak, the favorite. And it's a pick 'em every day. You never know who's going to win that match. You'll see great points. Some of the best matches I've seen this year have been in practice with those 4 guys. So it's really a compliment to them that they go at each other and they prepare as hard as they can.
Allegiance Communications provides cable television service to Prague, Meeker, McLeod, Dale, Bethel, Earlsboro, Tecumseh, and Shawnee. Thanks, Allegiance. The Clinic Pharmacy, just behind the hospital on West MacArthur, provides friendly, accurate service for your prescriptions. The Clinic Pharmacy opens 7 days a week, working hard to improve your quality of life. We got tires. That's the motto at Fred's, and they mean it. From tractors to trailers to motorcycles, if you need tires, we got tires at Fred's Tire and Battery. Shawnee Area Red Cross recent Heroes campaign was a great success, in a large part due to the efforts of John and Sue Winteringer. Thanks, John and Sue. You are true heroes. Back to Shawnee High School tennis. Out at the high school, we've got Nick Copeland and Kenton McGalliard, Shawnee's number 2 state champion hopefuls, on the court now, playing a team from Durant. Nick, talk a little bit about your serve.
I'm actually really glad I get to see my serve on tape, because I can see what I'm doing wrong, and Coach Wells keeps telling me what I'm doing wrong, but to see on tape, it makes it a lot easier to be able to change it next time and know what I need to do.
Yeah, the visuals always are going to help. It looks like, though, you have a lot of nice topspin on that serve.
Yeah, that's all I was really going for that day, because I wasn't really I wasn't feeling it. But if I go, hoping to go out and hit some more serves later this week and start working on that and working on what I was doing wrong at this tournament. See right there, I kind of tucked my elbow in a little bit, but if I picked my elbow up a little bit, that could add a lot of power, a lot of spin to my serve, a lot of placement, make it a bigger weapon.
Talk a little bit, Coach Wells, about the weapon of the serve in a doubles game.
Oh, the serve's the biggest thing in doubles. I mean, you'll see movement and placement and the guys volleying and getting aggressive, but it all starts with a great server. If you've ever watched any professional tennis, you've seen guys being great servers, great returners, great volleyers, this and that. But if you can hit your serve where you want it and your partner knows where it's going, you've automatically got a great advantage. Holding serve in doubles is crucial too, just because a lot of sets you'll see 7-5, 7-6 tiebreakers, just people holding serve back and forth. Great matches are played that way, and then it's a matter of 1 or 2 points. When we get a break point or we're up a chance to go up, after a break, and we've got a chance to close it out, you've got 1 or 2 points where if you can hit your good serve and really come up with something good at the right time, you can steal a set. And you can get in there and take a match in a matter of 4 or 5 points. And the serve sets it up. We stress it. We talk to them about it. It's the first thing we talk about. We're not trying to kill the ball. We're trying to place the ball. We're trying to get you in trouble by where we hit it. So,
as you're watching, Shawnee is on the far end of the court playing Durant. Number 2 doubles action out at the high school over the weekend. Shawnee tournament. That looked like it skidded a little bit. Is that what you're saying, Coach?
we'll take it. You'll see a ball skid. It's the good thing about tennis is that every non-tennis player asks, well, how do you keep rules? How do you keep score? And it's an honor system out there, and very rarely do our guys come off saying, yeah, these guys were cheating us real bad because one thing or the other. And it's good because a lot of times, even if you play an out ball, you're probably being given one here or there. We don't have 9 judges. Oh no!
That was a really good serve by him. We weren't expecting that.
He had been just tapping his serve in.
But that time he didn't tap it, and he got it. We'll be back. No, let's just stay here, guys. As McGalliard, you come up to serve. Talk a little bit about what that guy just did up the middle.
I was standing over to try to get a forehand because I was going to attack it since he had been just kind of pushing the ball over and tapping it in, and he ended up hitting a really good second serve, harder than he had been because he saw that I was moved over, which was a good shot by him.
That was a good point. That was a good point by Nick right there. He got the easy shot, but instead of trying to killing it, he just tapped it in, and he was just playing smart. And that's what we were trying to do, is just play smart.
All right, Shawnee up now. I'm not quite sure of the game score, but we are leading. Looks like it may be 5-2 is what we're saying, but we'll see soon enough as Shawnee goes on and makes it to the finals of its tournament. Coach, talk a little bit about the schools that came down and how big this tournament is and how it weighs in across the state.
Well, I mean, this tournament's the last big dual tournament before you get to regionals and state. So we saw Norman North, Putnam City North, Durant, Ada. We saw a lot of really good teams, and they all come in knowing this is the last chance if you're going to really improve yourself as a seed for state, or if a new team's getting together, you're going to get a chance to see somebody good. You know that you're going to get out there and get a couple of really good matches against tough teams, and that you come into our tournament being ready for the best competition. And our guys had a great day, went to the finals. Both teams played 2 really great matches against Norman North, a 5A school, 2 of the better doubles teams in the state at 5A, and they stay right with them the whole time. So I mean, it's you saw us just take the first set 6-2 right there, and from there now it's a confidence thing. We're up a set. Now we can put a little more pressure on. We can let our game open up a little bit, be a little more free, be a little more loose, and make them have to hit more shots and make them really get after us, and we're a little bit more in the driver's seat.
All right, come on out to the tennis center or come on down to State and watch some of these kids playing tennis. Nick, you close out this set. You end up closing out the match. How does it feel when you beat up on the opponents like you did on this day?
It feels great. We played very solid that day and just very aggressive, very clean, felt really good.
All right, how does state champion sophomore sound for you, Kenton?
I would like that. I would like that a lot.
So
I'm gonna need that if I'm gonna have any kind of seed next year or anything like that. So, but I'm gonna like that, yeah.
We're gonna like that as well, as we'll be back with some closing thoughts. Shawnee Tennis right after this. Get the greatest banners, team uniforms, company promotional materials, professionally embroidered logos. Let Fire Lake Designs help you publicize your organization or corporation. A quarter-mile east of Gordon Cooper Drive on Hardesty Road. 4 Shawnee locations to serve you at the speed of sound. That's Sonic. Onion rings, a jalapeno burger, and a refreshing drink. It's Sonic good. Dr. Robert Gunderson practices orthopedics with integrity and experience. You want the best? Visit Oklahoma Orthopedics and Sports Medicine.
Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen was really a wonderful group of people to work with. I think one of the things I liked the most about it was the fact that Steve and his crew really listened to what I wanted. They didn't try to talk me into things that were not included in some of my dreams for our bathroom that they redid. We also appreciate the fact that they always kept us informed on the schedule and if there was a problem, which was very important to me and I really appreciated. We also like working with Steve and his crew from Dreammaker because they did excellent work. I am just thrilled with the end result of our bathrooms, and they're just beautiful. And I just love having people come over so I can show them off. Alan and I are just thrilled with the results that we had with Dreammaker Bath and Kitchen in our bathrooms. It's just been a wonderful experience.
All right, Coach Wells, thanks for hanging out with us.
Absolutely.
The guys did really well. Those both semifinal matches,
They won both.
They go on into the finals. We had tough competition, 6A schools here, 5A, 6A. I always get that confused, but class above us. But throughout the competition, everybody hung out well.
Absolutely. I mean, classes really don't make a difference to these guys. They go in knowing their game's as good as anybody's, and they're not afraid to step out with anybody and let it fly. They're really, I mean, it's commendable to them and to Shawnee, just knowing that they're ready to mix it up with anybody they step out there. They're not afraid. They're not willing to back down. They're gonna take their best and bring it at you.
Sounds like an attitude we've had in Shawnee tennis for a long time. There's probably more state tennis championship trophies over there than any other in that trophy case. Coming into the state tournament, Coach, you sound like you're feeling pretty good.
Yeah, our guys really, they've been looking at it for about the last month, right in the middle of our season. They've been starting to say, okay, these are the teams we're going to see. This is how we know we need to play, and they're starting to feel good. They're starting to work on some things, starting to really dig in and know that the end's in sight. 3 of these guys, I don't know if they're going to play college tennis, but this will be the last time they'll be competing at the state tournament. So I mean, obviously the goal always is to go out on top, win your last match. So if you can win your last point, your last match, it's a pretty good ending.
That is, and let's help these guys out. Let's get out to the Oklahoma City Tennis Center this weekend and cheer on champions. Shawnee High School tennis, bunch of champions out there. Let's all support them. Thanks for watching Shawnee Tennis on ShawneeCTV. Together, we're building community one season at a time.
Have you ever wondered, how does the fire department, the police department, the sheriff's department find my home? Because we all hope that they do not use the same Google Maps and map system we do to find our homes in the case of an emergency. Well, fun fact about Pottawatomie County, right here we have our 911 addressing coordinator right here in the downtown Broadway location of the county building. building. And let me just tell you, the best ladies work here. We have Robin Olson and Raquel Stevens, the best women, and they ensure that your home is found in Potawatomi County on the maps for our fire departments. Now, if you have any questions about where your address is located, they are the ladies to call and contact about your home in Potawatomi County, because we know the rural streets in Oklahoma can be a little bit hectic. So it's great to learn that we have a local access point right here to ensure that we are found safely in case of an emergency. And it is amazing that we have this resource right here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Thank you so much, Potawatomi County, for this resource. Now, they do not dispatch here. I do want to add that on. They don't dispatch from this building, but they do work with dispatching as well to ensure extra that you are safe and you are found. Thank you so much again, Potawatomi County, for this resource, and Raquel and Robin for doing the amazing work that you do every single day. Goodbye, everybody, and call Robin and Raquel if you have any questions about your address within Potawatomi County.
Our beef is exclusively available at the Monk's Marketplace. Taste the difference that care and quality make, and visit our serene landscape to pick up your perfect cut.
On Benedict Street, Hardesty's Market and Deli is your go-to for all your local meat needs. It's also the perfect spot for lunch, offering your favorite local sandwiches, dips, sweets, and more. Support locals. Stop by Hardesty's Market and Deli today.
For 50 years, Fred's Tire and Battery has served Central Oklahoma with tires, batteries, and service for cars, trucks, and tractors. Friendly and affordable, with 2 locations in Shawnee. Fred's Tire and Battery, a name you can trust.
Gordon Cooper Technology Center has trade classes for all ages. These programs are not just for our high school students, they are for all ages, and you have the opportunity to get further educated within our community and pick up a trade skill today at Gordon Cooper Technology Center.
A lot of people don't know we started Eric's Pharmacy in 1995. So we've been going strong for over 29 years. We had a chance to spruce things up, put in new flooring, new shelving, and it really came together beautifully. We invite everyone to come by and take a look.
Castor Key Auto Mart, online or in person. Castor Key Auto Mart. They're good people to deal with.